Hello, this is Matthew Miller from the ZDNet Smartphones and Cell Phones blog. Today I'm going to take a walk through and look at the new Spb Mobile Shell version 3.5 for Windows Mobile touchscreen phones, and just kind of walk you through some of the new features that we have on this application. Now, this in my hand is the T-Mobile HTC Touch Pro 2. I'm going to keep it in portrait mode pretty much for most of this demo. I do have Spb Mobile Shell 3.5 loaded on here. I've had the version 3 loaded on here before. I find it better than TouchFlow 3D because it gives me more customized access to the information that I want and the programs I want in a faster, more efficient manner. Now, one thing that's I like about Windows Mobile is it's highly customizable, and this Mobile Shell application, as we'll see, is one of the most customizable you can ever think about. So let's just run through, I'll run through some of the differences and improvements in this latest version, and then I'll just kind of show a little bit of the application itself. So one thing that's different is if we tap into the carousel mode that they say. And as you can see on the carousel, there's a bunch of different modules, parts of the Mobile Shell, and as you see at the bottom, there's some. Let me just turn off this light, see if that will help. Let's see if that helps at all with the screen and get a little closer. So there's some, you can see down below, there's kind of a reflection. Now, if this works here, as you can see, I can pull down and kind of get a 3D view of the shell. Now there's a way to flick it. Can't remember what they said to do that. I think they just said bring it down and flick it to the side. There's not really anything useful, but there's a way to flick it. Oops, and have animation scroll around. You can see it just kind of flies around. That's just kind of for fun, not really much use there. So that's just kind of the difference in the carousel that we see. Let's see, some of the other differences that I like is the 3D email. So you tap that, there's the email. Now you have a bunch of different your email accounts. Let's go into my Gmail account here. So there we see kind of like a TouchFlow 3D look and feel to your email here. Now, in my opinion, though, it provides a little bit more functionality. There are no tap and hold options that I can find on it. Just a tap on it will open the email in your email program. But if you tap over here on the right, you do have options for delete, reply, reply all, and forward. Now, one thing you can kind of see too is this has that opaque overlay, kind of a Windows Vista look and feel to it. But what I like about it is that I can quickly just kind of flip through my emails, and as you can see, it just flips them around, and it lets me read most of the email, at least quite a few lines, and then emails like this that I don't really need the alerts for, I can just go ahead and delete and manage my email right from there without having to manage a bunch of different times. So that's kind of interesting. Now if we go back to my home screen, let's just tap on my text messages. Now this is your text messages in the 3D view. So as you can see here, it's kind of gives you my contact card if I've got a picture of my contact, and as you can see, it kind of has some animations as it flips through them, which is pretty neat. So that's the text message 3D view, which is interesting. Now let's see some other things that we have. If we tap on the settings over here and we say add a widget, there's some new widgets that we see here. As you can see, there's one for Twitter status and Facebook status. These will connect to both of those social networks and give you I'll show you, I actually have it on one of the screens here, give you a way to update your status. It doesn't allow you, it's not a full program, it's just a way to update the status from the home screen. There's a new digital clock, which is kind of nice looking. Picture frame, so you can actually have it scroll through pictures, like if you have this in a dock or plugged in and you want to have it as a kind of a digital photo frame. Bunch of different wireless settings there, incoming items, So as you can see, there's quite a selection of widgets to choose from. SPB travel and SPB weather here, alarms, that kind of thing. So nice selection of new widgets. Also, what we'll see here is you can change the background as always. Now this background has local gallery, a picture file, and also there's an online gallery. So if we tap on that, it'll actually go and as you can see, I have the Africa one downloaded right now, and you can tap on some really nice looking online photos to be used as backgrounds on Mobile Shell. So we go into here. Another thing I'd like to show you real quick is the settings. Now as you can see here, there's layouts for both professional and lifestyle. I personally have both, and I'll show you what those look like. One new part of this is that you can change page count. So professional can have 1, 3, or 5. I just have 1 set up. Same thing with lifestyle. I have 3 set up right now. What these pages are is right and left, and then you can control the launcher and contacts button. So this is the lifestyle view, and I can easily, I have it set up as 3 pages, so that's 3. And there, as you can see, is my Twitter and Facebook little widgets for updating the status. So that's 3 pages there, and then 5 would be, of course, the other, adding 2 more pages. Now, if we want to go to professional view, I simply scroll down. Oops, that was my notifications. Scroll up, and there's my professional view. And then the professional view now also has the option to add a few widgets at the bottom of it. This is, if you go into here, you can add widgets, and we'll let you go ahead and add a couple of widgets, which I don't think before you ever were able to have any widgets in the professional view. Alright, what else was there in here? Let's see. I think that was about it for the new settings. And then if you've never used Mobile Shell before, has some nice options as far as the launcher. This is my recently used, and you can jump into settings, programs, and background to some other programs as well. And you can customize all these different folders and everything else. So every time you go to like something like the launcher here, you tap on the right icon, you can edit those favorites, you can change the advanced mode. I mean, there's just a ton of settings, and you can really customize a device to be how you want it to work. I know the president of my company actually uses this all the time, and he loves the Mobile Shell. So if we go into, let's try to go back to carousel, go back to the launcher here, and then if I go back to carousel view, you can see there's the professional home, there's a time page, an agenda page, focus on schedule, there's some different weather condition pages. There's a contacts carousel, so you can actually quickly scroll through your different contacts and change their pictures and things like that. Set ringtones. Let's see what else. As you can see, when I go real fast, it can quickly get through those different ones. And there's different contact management aspects and things like that. Let's see. I like the contacts page on Mobile Shell, where I would tap on a contact and then tap on a contact and then choose to email, text them, call them from a home or cell phone or anything else, which is really a nice functionality and really lets you easily get to your contacts information. So that's a quick look at SPB Mobile Shell 3.5. It's a nice upgrade. It's actually a free upgrade for the owners of 3.0. It's $29.95 for new owners, and then there's some different upgrade options if you had like version 1 or version 2. I'm using it on my T-Mobile HTC Touch Pro 2, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Thanks for watching.